I get a lot of questions about how do I get my team to trust me? And really, maybe that's not exactly what you're saying, but a lot of times the questions that you're having really revolve around trust because you really can't lead people if they don't trust you. They might work for you and they might be able to manage them and beat them with a stick to make them to do the things that you want them to do. But if you want to be able to lead people, they have to trust you. I like to say that if leading people means that they will go to war for you and they will be poor for you. And they won't do that unless they trust you. So let's talk about trust because it really is the foundation of pretty much everything. So first of all, how do we establish trust? Well, let's understand, frankly, that first, it takes time. I mean, you don't just all of a sudden have people just trust you. Although, I will put a caveat next to that. I like to ask my people and say, look, can you trust me without it being earned, frankly? Can you just give me some blind trust? I will earn your respect. But if we can shortcut the trust process and maybe you'll just give me some blind trust until I lose that trust, that really will shortcut how fast and how far we can go. So let's talk about trust being given and respect being earned from that standpoint. Now, there is this idea that you do have to lead by example. If you want to be trusted, yeah, you have to say what you mean and mean what you say, and then do what you say. You have to lead by example. We cannot expect our teams to work any harder or be any more transparent or be any more vulnerable or show any more respect than us. I mean, we really are the benchmark on that. So trust is going to start by leading by example. Next thing to get people to trust you is to be open, honest, transparent, and vulnerable. Vulnerability is a great way to win someone's trust. And I'm not saying that you share personal information with them, but being vulnerable as a CEO or as the owner of a company might be as simple as saying, hey, look, you're the expert in verifying insurance. You're the expert in making insurance claims clean so that we get paid quickly. You're the expert in the hygiene department. That's not me. So I'm going to empower you to work within those systems and then bring me some ideas because I don't know everything about everything. So the idea about being transparent where it's okay to be transparent definitely builds trust. Third thing that'll build trust is being competent. Okay. So do what you do and do it to an amazingly high level. Do the things that only you can do and do them to an amazingly high level and be accountable when things don't actually go maybe as you plan. So if you're a dentist, be a great dentist. Be an amazing dentist. Provide an amazing patient experience. And that will definitely help your team learn to trust you. One more way to gain trust from people is to support your team. Make sure you're offering them the opportunity to grow, the opportunity to get better. Don't wait for them to come to you. Have these meetings with your team so that you're constantly asking them, what is it that you would like to learn? What is it that would take you to the next level? And trust me, that will build trust from your team. One more thing that'll do it is build a personal connection. That begins, that'll help you build trust. Again, be very careful in this, don't go into areas where you're not supposed to go into, but just remembering that somebody had an anniversary or their child had a birthday or something like that, that builds trust because you're building a personal connection. It shows that you give a darn about their life. One more way to gain trust from people is to delegate tasks and empower processes to people. By the way, there is a difference between delegation, which is go do this task, and empowerment, which is I want to trust you with this process to make it better. And when just the word trust is already in that sentence, empowering people means that you trust them and you're giving them responsibility with a process. So empowering people makes people feel like they can do more than they've ever done before, and it will definitely win their trust. Last thing would be, look, you got to be consistent and you got to operate within the values and the principles on which you built your business. You can't say one thing and then do another thing. You can't expect people to do one thing that you're not doing. Kind of goes back to that lead by example. So remember, trust is not built in a day. It's built in small, consistent actions that we take every day. It's by leading with integrity, supporting growth, and empowering others. And we lay the foundation for a strong, resilient, and trusting team. Hey, I hope this has helped.